G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 online money method video. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you many different ways on how you can make millions of dollars in the game this week as a solo player. Leaving a like and subscribing is greatly appreciated, and without further ado, let's go. Alright, so for money method number 1 for this week in GTA 5 Online, head to your pause menu, go to Online, Jobs, Play Job, Rockstar Created, Adversary Mode, and you'll just see that there are 14 different maps here for the Deadline Adversary Mode series. These were released many years ago, but they're still a bunch of fun, and in particular this week they're actually paying double money. So when you're setting this up, if you're the host, I would set it to the first to win 3 rounds. Your round duration, you can adjust this as well. I would just keep this at 5 minutes and make sure that your team lives are set to 10. However, if you're not the host of the lobby and you just get launched into a lobby with other players, then that's totally fine and you'll just go with it. They're still paying really good money, it doesn't matter what you really set it as, but if you want to maximize your payout, they're the settings that I would go with. So you can see in the gameplay here, or you may have actually never played this before, so for those of you who haven't, Deadline is an adversary mode series which can utilize a maximum of 4 players in one lobby. So you'll have a different color for each team that you're on, and you'll have these boosts that are around the map, or one of those special abilities will be a boost, so you can boost in front of the other player. You've also got the bunny hop there to get over a trail, and you've also got the timer, which is going to slow down time, which can be used against you in some situations like the gameplay you're going to see here. So the main objective is pretty simple, really. You just need to use your trail that is behind your bike, so you'll use that and it'll follow you basically any move that you make, and you're pretty much just trying to take out other people on other bikes. So you can see here, you can wrap around someone else's trail, or you can wrap around a building to try and catch your opponents out. Whoever has the most team lives by the end of the match is going to be the match winner, and this was just a payout from a 1v1, but you can be making up to 150k per match win. Money method number 2 for this week in GTA 5 Online is by the observatory. So just come to this location on your map and start the time trial by pressing right D-pad. Then go to your map by bringing up the pause menu and set a waypoint to the end destination. Once you have done this, you can back out of your map, bring up your phone, head to the job list and quit the job. And then once you are ready, you can now begin the time trial by pressing right D-pad. This waypoint is not going to be super handy at the beginning of the time trial here, but it will towards the latter stages. So you can see here, this took me quite a few tries, but I will leave the gameplay at 100% all the way through here so you can follow the exact route that I am taking. So once you get to this point here, you just want to make sure that you're off to the left, not to the right there, otherwise you'll end up in the trees. On your map, you're going to see there's a little trail just in the middle there, which we're going to go onto now. So you just want to jump into this part here. You can either go in the tunnel or just cut off to the left, go over that road and end up on this side of the tunnel here. Now just keep following straight along, keep popping wheelies, eventually get up this jump, get a bit of air time, and try not to knock into this building here. Just make your way through here nice and smoothly. Watch out for traffic as you get onto the road there, and then just keep going straight along. Eventually take a left and cut through here, and you'll see there's a little bit of a rock there, or a ledge where you can get some air time. So you're just trying to get to the Sandy Shores airfield here, and once you do get to it, you'll see there's 2 strips. So there's the inner side here, or the closer side, and you're trying to get to the further side here. So just cut straight through the airfield, make your way through the dirt trail here, and eventually you'll see on the minimap we're trying to get to that road that is leading straight ahead. So make sure you jump over these train tracks here, and you want to be sure that you're not bumping into any traffic or rocks. That's one of the main things you need to keep an eye out for. But from here, you just need to go and follow this road all the way through, and you can follow the waypoint all the way to the end destination. Oh yeah, there's one more corner I think you should definitely keep an eye out for, which is this one here. That left-hand corner, you'll find there's a lot of traffic that banks up there, as well as there's a lot of poles and trees and rocks. Eventually, you will get to the finish line and be rewarded with $100,000. It looks a lot more difficult than it really is, but if you follow this gameplay as best as you can, without a doubt, you'll complete this within the part-time and get the reward. Money method number 3 for this week, be sure to stack up on some snacks, some body armor, and also some ammo. Things are about to get real. If you're unfamiliar, this week the DAX missions are paying double money. How you can get to these is 1, through the freak shop, which you can see on the map here. This is what the icon looks like. Otherwise, if you're a new player and you haven't actually accessed the freak shop yet, you'll see a R icon on your map. It'll be Ron Jakowski, the Los Santos Drug Wars, and you'll be able to start it up through there. So just press right D-pad to start a Fooligan job. So in total, there are 5 different missions that you could potentially get, and the first one on the list here is Write-Off. This is probably one of the worst missions you could get, if I'm honest. It's where you need to destroy the Merryweather transport, eventually go out to the depot and take out a massive amount of Merryweather enemies. You've then got the Work Remotely mission. This is where you need to collect a Go Postal van, go to LS Customs and put a remote bomb on it, then take the van to the rival enemy's hideout, park it beside a gas tank, leave the area and blow it up. Crop Dusting is where you need to destroy crops of legally grown flour by filling a duster with herbicide and spraying it over the fields. Liquid Assets is destroying a flower farm by stealing hazardous chemicals and poisoning the water supply of the farm. Your player then ingests them, so you're then required to fight off some hallucinations upon exiting the farm until they wear off. If you get the Heavy Metal mission, that's probably the best one you could get, and you'll make $100,000 this week from completing any of the Fooligan jobs. To bypass this cooldown period, I'll have a separate video later this week. Money method number 4 for this week in GTA 5 Online, it's the HSW time trial Sandy Shores. So go to this icon on your map and grab your fastest HSW vehicle. Once you're in the vicinity of the starting area, just press right D-pad to start the time trial up. Go to your pause menu, head to the map, and set a waypoint to the end destination. Now that you've done this, bring up your phone, go to the job list and quit the job. And once you're ready to start the time trial, just press right D-pad and begin your ascent. This week's HSW time trial is incredibly easy to finish, and you'll even complete this with a car rather than the Hakuchu drag. If you follow the waypoint on your minimap, you'll find it's pretty much just a straight slingshot down the highway right through to the finish line. You've of course got to be careful of this corner here, otherwise you'll get taken out by some NPC, but you'll make $250,000 from this. Money method number 5 for this week, it's of course Bunker Week in GTA Online. It's currently paying double money and they have a 30% discount on purchasing one as well as the upgrades. So if you don't know how to go and purchase one, you can just bring up your phone, go to the internet, Maze Bank Foreclosure's website and select the Bunkers tab. Now there's 11 in total that you can purchase, however there's 2 in particular I recommend you do purchase. One being the Chumash Bunker, the other being the Farmhouse. The only upgrade I would recommend you do purchase is the personal quarters. That way you can set this as a spawn location. It's going to be a little bit further away from many of your other businesses, so that's why I would recommend it. And why I do recommend you do purchase one towards the middle of the map, it's going to make it a lot more easier to complete the cell missions. But now what you can do to get set up, just go to your computer within the bunker and you'll have the option to steal or buy supplies. I'm always going to recommend you go and buy them. It's going to cost you $75,000, but it's going to save you a bunch of time. If you went and stole supplies instead, you're actually going to need to complete 5 missions just to get 1 full supply bar. Whereas if you bought them, you'll get a full supply bar within 10 minutes. After you've done that, you can make your way to the Manage Staff tab and assign your staff to manufacturing. So in the meantime, while this is generating you some money in the background, you can either be AFK or you could do something else with the business to make you more money, which leads us to bunker research missions, which are currently paying double money this week. For those of you who are unfamiliar, these are run through Agent 14, and if you don't see him in your contact list, you can just do what I did in the gameplay there. Head to Preferences, go to Phone Contact Favorites, and make sure you tick Agent 14. From there, just give Agent 14 a phone call and say, hey mate, I want to get some bunker research work. So he'll then give you a mission, and oftentimes, like 9 times out of 10, it'll be a juggernaut, like a heavily overpowered juggernaut that you'll need to take out. So as you guys can see in the gameplay, the Widowmaker is going to be your best friend or an explosive weapon. And once you've complete this, you'll earn $20,000, which isn't a massive amount of money, but the weekly challenge for this week is what's so great about completing 3 of these missions. You will receive an additional $100,000 bonus payout, so this is a great way to make some money as well. Let's go check on our bunker stock. So if we make our way back into the computer in our bunker, you can see our stock level is full. We can either sell to Blaine County or we could sell to Los Santos. It's going to sell for $2.1 million this week with double money. So I'm always going to recommend you sell to Los Santos, and this is why it makes a lot more sense to purchase a bunker that is closer to the middle of the map. It means you're not going to have to drive from Paleto Forest all the way to the terminal down at the docks. Now, there's 4 different kinds of sell vehicles that you could get. The one I've got in the gameplay here is the Phantom Wedge, which is probably the easiest mission. You've also got the monster trucks, that's easy to complete, as well as the insurgent pickups. The dune buggies, though, I would steer away from. There's also a high demand bonus for selling in a public lobby. You'll receive a bonus of 2% per player, which does cap out at a maximum of a 50% bonus, meaning you'll need a 25 player lobby at a minimum. But this does mean you'll earn an extra $1.1 million with double money this week in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. Personally, though, I wouldn't take that risk. I would just go ahead and be comfortable enough to sell in an invite-only session, and you'll be making $2.1 million. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this week's GTA 5 Online money method video. There's plenty of ways to make money in the game, especially as a solo player. If the video helped you out, leaving a like and subscribing is greatly appreciated. But for now, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.